Marvel Rivals has seen insane success for NetEase, and you would think that that would mean that their future is looking bright, that the team behind this game would definitely have stable jobs going forward, but it looks like that's not the case because now we're finding out that the director and team have been laid off. But before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. You should never trust companies, whether you are a developer and you're in the industry, and maybe they'll convince you that your job is secure and that you'll always have a place in their hearts, but they're just a company that at the end of the day will fire you if you make one mistake. And as a customer, you should never trust that companies want what is best for you or want what is best for the community that you're a part of. They just care that you will continue to open up your wallet. But when you have a project that has been this wildly successful, you would think they would want to continue to imitate that they would not want to break up the team. They would not want to kind of ruin the vibe at the company because clearly everybody is meshing well together and working well together. But it seems that that's not the case because now we're finding out that multiple people have been laid off from Marvel Rivals. Now, we do not have a lot of information on this at this point in time. There's no like official statement from NetEase. There's no like press release or anything. Will we get that anytime soon? Probably. I would hope so because of how massively popular this game is. But according to multiple people, they have gotten completely screwed over. So the first one is Jack Burrows. It says that he is the level designer for Marvel Rivals and NetEase. Hey folks, well, just got laid off from my job working on Marvel Rivals with NetEase. Was an enormous pleasure to work with my American coworkers who joined me in this sad culling. Just couldn't dodge that big boot, I guess, no matter how big the success of the gig. So now I'm seeking a new role and would appreciate your support. If you hear of any opportunities or just want to catch up, please send me a message or comment below. I'd love to reconnect. And somebody named Thaddeus Sasser has also made a comment. Now, the media is saying that this is the game director, but when I went to the Wikipedia and I really started searching up on this, I couldn't find that sort of confirmation because when you go to the Marvel Rivals wiki, it says somebody with a completely different name was actually the director. It says Guan Yung Chen is the director and Thaddeus's name is nowhere, but also if you go back a few months to some of the interviews and the press releases, this individual, Guan Yang, was the one who was actually talking about the game and he was being touted as the director. So at this point in time, there's no real confirmation. Maybe one of them is a creative director, the other is the overall director of the project. I would assume that there is some kind of confirmation that he was a director of a team at this company, but I can't personally give you a confirmation on exactly his position, though he did work for NetEase. It says, though, this is such a weird industry. My stellar, talented team just helped deliver an incredibly successful new franchise in Marvel Rivals for NetEase games, and we were just laid off. Oh well, times are tough all over. Let's find these incredible people new jobs because we need to eat, right? Today I'm going to start with the inspiring Gary McGee. During the course of the project, he was fantastic to work with. This is a highly technical designer currently working in level design, but I've seen his passion project, who is a proactive problem solver. So all he says is that his team was laid off. So we don't know how many people were really culled from NetEase. We don't know if this was just like a smaller group of people, if this was the entire team, but these are some pretty serious positions to just on a random Tuesday let go of. A director, the level designer, like these are people who help the game spin, who are pivotal pieces to the success. And what makes this so sad to me is that when you have a product that is so successful, you do not want to get rid of those people because while, yes, they've done a fantastic job and I love Rivals, just yesterday I had posted over on X about a match that I did. I had the top heals on my team, 41k heals as you can see, and I was talking about how much I loved it. I've put some time and effort and also money into this game. I think it is really good like most people do, but I have no faith in it going forward. If you are telling me that a game that has brought in millions upon millions of people and dollars, and these individuals are being laid off, I have no faith that you have kept other good developers to the point where they could continue to imitate what made the game successful in the first place. Because if you have a full team and you get rid of 50% of that team, then there's going to be an imbalance. There's going to be those creative minds that are no longer there that maybe would have been able to give really great feedback. And I feel like that is when a project completely falls apart. And that is what I am worried about. And going forward, I am not going to have any faith that Rivals is going to continue to be amazing. It just goes to show that no matter what your position is, you cannot trust companies. And again, as a customer, you cannot trust companies to do what is best for you as a gamer. Just looking at Rivals, I mean, the Steam charts have been amazing. The game has barely dipped under 100K. There was only like 2 or 3 times throughout this that I could actually find that happened. Otherwise, it's been a smashing success. The all-time peak last month was 644,000 people. Players right now, again, Tuesday afternoon, 209,000. 24-hour peak, 308,000. These are really fantastic numbers. And we knew within its first month it had made $130 million. We don't know any updated figures because this was at the beginning of January, though one would assume it was continuing to do that good. And it had reached 10 million players in just 3 days. And we've heard estimates up to 30 million people now, which is great. But unfortunately, it seems that great is just not good enough within this industry. And there are tons of companies right now who are struggling. It's not like it's just NetEase. It's not like it's just this one team. But it is still really sad to see that even if you've created a massively successful game, you still can't feel confident in your position. And a lot of people are very confused by this, saying, what? This is crazy. Every available metric can show your project as a colossal success and you're still not safe from getting randomly shit canned. Why even work in this industry? This game has had insane success. Why the hell are they changing leadership and laying people off? What the fuck? Something isn't being said in this story. It's weird. We are missing something here. And I do generally agree with that. Maybe this team had said, oh, you need to do this thing that we're demanding. We need to make these changes to the game. And other people at NetEase were like, absolutely not. You are free to walk if you want. We don't have all of the details, which is why I'm really hesitant to make any speculation. Because it has been so wildly successful, it's not like, oh, it's Dragon Age the Veilguard and BioWare made a piece of shit that nobody wants to play and it's got no players in it. No, we're talking about a lot of good and positive news surrounding this game. So maybe there is more to the story that we haven't gotten. But as of right now, at this point in time, we are hearing that directors and level designers and tons of people behind this game are being laid off. So if there are any other updates, I will post them in the pinned comment or over on my X, so make sure to follow me there. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.